Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Bedtime Story series. I am Stephanie Morin, and today I will be reading you one of the stories from this gargantuan Disney book with 365 bedtime stories, one for each day of the year. Now, this book in particular is one that's been with me ever since I was a little kid. So there might be some movies that your parents might recognize, or maybe you've managed to watch one of those movies that your parents used to watch, or your grandparents used to watch, stuff like that. But it's one story for every single day of the year, so there's a lot in there. The story I'm going to be reading you today is from the movie Cinderella. Cinderella is from 1950 and was one of the last Disney princess movies Walt Disney personally ever saw. The next one that he would make was Sleeping Beauty, which was in 1953, and he passed away in 74, I believe. So, he only was personally overseeing 3 princess movies in that amount of time, which is crazy. So, without further ado, here is Dear Sisters from Cinderella. I had the strangest dream, Cinderella told her mouse friend one morning while she was getting ready for another day of drudgery. My fairy godmother sprinkled happy dust over Anastasia and Drizella, and they were so nice to me.
But that was only a dream, Cinderella,
Jack warned her. I know, Cinderella told him, but it was so nice that I think I'll try to pretend that it really happened. Whenever they're horrid to me, I'll pretend they actually said something sweet and kind.
They don't seem so sweet and kind to me,
Jack told Gus as the 3 went downstairs. Gus nodded in agreement.
Wash my dresses,
Drizella threw her laundry at Cinderella.
And polish my shoes.
Anastasia opened her closet door.
All of them. Do the dishes, and mop the floor. Draw the curtains, and clean the rugs. Right away, sisters,
Cinderella sang out, as sweet as you please.
Thank you.
All day long, Drizella and Anastasia barked orders at Cinderella. But no matter what they asked her to do, Cinderella always sang back, Right away, sisters, or You're too kind. Finally, Anastasia pulled Drizella aside.
No matter what we tell Cinderella to do, she stays happy,
Anastasia said.
She acts like we're doing her a favor. It's making me nervous.
Do you think she's gone mad? Drizella asked. Anastasia looked worried.
She could be.
Who knows just what she's capable of? Just then, Cinderella walked in. She stopped, surprised to see that her stepsisters were looking at her as though she were crazy. Why, my dear sisters, whatever can be the matter? I do hope you're not ill, she said.
Dear sisters?
Quavered Anastasia.
You called us your dear sisters?
She and Drizella edged toward the door. Of course, said Cinderella. I adore you both. I'm the luckiest girl in the world to have such kind, caring siblings. That did it. Convinced that Cinderella had lost her mind, the 2 stepsisters turned and ran. Cinderella listened as her sister's door slammed shut. Then she smiled at Gus and Jacques, who had been watching the whole time. They may not actually be caring or good-natured, Cinderella said to the mice, but they'll be too frightened to come out of their rooms for at least a few hours. Who's up for a game of hide-and-seek? While we've got the run of the house, the mice squeaked happily, and the friends spent a lovely afternoon together while Anastasia and Drizella cowered under their beds. Just goes to show you. You always have to treat your siblings with respect. But if you guys don't really have that, then I'm really sorry, and I hope you or your sister or brother or whoever, I hope they get help for their behavior. So, what did you think? Please let me know in the comments. And don't forget, this story was courtesy of this 365 stories a day version of the Disney classics. There is another one on Amazon if you can find that for your kids because they've got Anna and Elsa and all those types of things. But they also have this, which is really nice. So I hope you can introduce your kids to some of the Disney movies that you've grown up with and maybe read a story from one of those movies. Until then, this is Stephanie Morin, hoping you have a good rest, good sleep, and have a nice day. Goodbye.